What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my channel. My name is Yangji, and today I will be talking to you guys about top 3 benefits of driving and taking passengers from the airport. Now, this mainly applies to my experience, which is for LAX, but I think you can pretty much take this idea down and apply it to almost anywhere else you drive. And if you guys have not yet already, please subscribe to my channel, as I will be coming out with new videos just like this on how to become a better rideshare driver and how to make it on your own. And if you guys are looking to sign up to drive for Uber, you guys can use my referral link below in the video description, and you guys will earn a bonus. So don't miss out on that bonus if you guys are planning to drive for Uber. Now let's begin. I have had a lot of experience in driving at the airport. I would usually be there when I was driving full time at least once a day, and sometimes even 2 or 3 times a day, just depending on the day. Now, with that said, there are some really beneficial points at driving at the airport, and I have gotten this question many times on, from drivers if they should drive at the airport. At first, when I first started driving at the airport, I found it to be very annoying, and actually, after the first time driving at the airport and taking someone from the airport, I did not drive there for like 6 months because it was just like a lot of stuff to figure out. So, especially if you're new, you really have to just understand how to drive at the airport and how to constantly make your life easier while you're picking your passenger there. Now, I drive at one of the most hectic airports ever, which is LAX, which is terrible, and sometimes you could be at the terminals for about 15-20 minutes just being in traffic, and it's just hell, and that could really put someone off. But if you can navigate the times and how to actually get to your passengers more seamlessly, you would be able to actually take advantage of driving at the airport and the 3 points I am about to list. So number 1 would be using airport as a connection point. Now, this goes to, the idea of just being a smart rideshare driver, because if you're a smart rideshare driver, you would have as few empty miles as possible while you're on the road. This means, you are less likely to wait. The waiting time between your requests are minimized. The miles you drive without having a fare is minimized. So with that said, and the airport destination is usually a very popular destination, I think, for almost any city. Especially in LA, I will get at least 1 airport ride a day. So I would be there at least 1 time a day. And if I'm already there and I don't want to pick up from the airport, guess what that means? It's you just missed out on an opportunity to actually take someone from where you are already, because someone took you to the airport and you're not going to pick up a ride. So that's going to take you, at least 10 minutes to get out of the airport, empty ride, and you're going to find a ride somewhere else. Now, how much time are you wasting? You're wasting, at least 10 minutes, assuming that right after you get out of the airport queue zone, you would get another ride. But if you're already at the airport, sometimes Uber will actually queue you up with another passenger without you even leaving the LAX or whatever airport that you're in. So if that's the case, that makes it so much more convenient for you, because once after you drop off your passenger, you're able to pick up another person right at the airport. Point number 2 would be they're usually longer rides. Now, people who get out of the airport, you think about it, it's like there's 1 or 2 airports per metropolitan area. Or, depending on how big your metropolitan area is, there's like 1 or 2 airports. And chances are, the airport ride is going to take you to wherever, it's going to have quite a big radius for the possibility of where the passenger needs to go. I've had real super long rides, and sometimes those rides will last for I think my longest ride was from LAX to Santa Barbara, and, that was easily a day's fare there. And if you just pick up someone else and work your way back to where you need to be, that's a great fare. You just finished your whole day's quota in one trip. So make sure you take advantage of that and not be afraid of just waiting at the airport. Of course, there are times when it's not the right time to pick up at the airport, and you will figure out when that isn't. At least, as you have more experience at driving at the airport. And if you guys do have any thoughts on that, please leave it in the video description below. I've had some experiences where I just know that I don't want to pick up at the airport just because it's not a good time. But you wouldn't know that once you start thinking and just doing more rides at the airport. So, in addition to longer rides, I also want to mention that people you pick up at the airport are, usually sober. So, that's also to my preference because I don't really like picking up drunk people. And I usually work in the afternoon times. So I deal mainly with sober people, so that's, really my preference as well. Number 3 would be, you will probably get more tips driving at the airport, and this is why. Because people who are, you pick up at the airport are going to have luggages, and if they're, if they're seeing that you're picking up their luggages for them, and just loading up your car and kind of minimizing their troubles in getting into your car, chances are they're going to tip you, at least for the ones that recognize the extra work that you put in, which is, a majority of the passengers that I've had picking up from the airport. And if, they're just kind people, they will tip you because you just did the extra work for them on loading up luggages. And of course, this is, if you don't mind loading up your car with luggages, and if you don't mind picking up luggages for your passengers, you're going to get a tip. And that's basically been quite a bit of my experience. Now, these are my top 3 points on how to, on the benefits of actually driving at the airport. If you guys have any additional points on, what the benefits are of driving at the airports, please leave it in the video comments below. If you guys think differently about driving at the airport, please also let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Now, if you guys have not yet already, please subscribe to my channel and use my referral link to get your Uber bonus to start driving. See you guys next time.